What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back with another video. And listen, it's not an interrogation video. It's nothing to do with LA. It's because you lot have been funny in the comments, mate. You lot are funny in the comments. But now we're here to talk all things Manchester United. And yeah, I'm talking about my United. I've not abandoned. I'm still a United content creator. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not. But listen, we got to talk, man. We got to talk about Rasmus Hojlund. Yes, Rasmus Hojlund is the new number 9 of Manchester United. Who would have thought it? You know what I mean? From the greats we've had in the past to now, Rasmus Hojlund, 21 years of age, will be the new number 9 of Man United, man. You know what it is, yeah? Listen, shirt numbers are. Listen, we've had Antonio Valencia number 7, Michael Owen number 7. We've had Depay number 7. So the idea of number 7s now, and just in general football shirts, I don't think we should look at this in a crazy light. But I will say though is that there's a lot of outrage today, and my opinions on Rasmus Hojlund have always been objective. They've always been fair. I've given him criticism, but I've also mentioned that you know what, he needs to do better. He needs to do more. I think for me in a Man United shirt, I think his touch isn't great. I think his hold up play isn't great. I think his finishing with his right foot is for me brilliant. I think it's very instinctive, but the movement, the understanding, the intelligence, I think that is severely lacking in Rasmus Hojlund's game. And you know what it is for me, right? Everyone can look at this and be like, yo, man, Manchester United Football Club, we're giving the shirt to Rasmus Hojlund. Why does he deserve it? There's a lot of people that will be gunning for him. And even in this comments right now, there'll be people in the comments saying, what's he doing with the number 9 shirt? He don't deserve it. I see them. I get them. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just give him time, man. Let's see if he can prove it. Let's see if he actually wanted it. You know, I mean, Xerxes said in his comments that he wanted to take that number 9 shirt, but he was going to respect Rasmus Hojlund in the fact that, you know, if he did want it, he was there first, basically. So it's kind of first come, first serve, you know. And I look at it from my point of view, and I'm like, I would have loved Xerxes to have it because I believe he's going to be the main number 9. But, and I always think for me that the main number 9 should have the striker shirt. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's a classic one, R9. You know what I mean? Like the greats have always had that the main kind of striking role. So I kind of look at it from that point of view of I would have loved Xerxes to have it. Doesn't mean that I don't dislike Rasmus Hojlund. You know what I mean? And it's a competition between the both. No, you know, I'm just looking at it from a point of view of that would have been more beneficial to Erasmus, you know what I mean, in terms of his confidence as well, the first of the pressure, you know what I mean. I'm not sure if he can handle that at this age and this development of his career, if I'm being truly honest with you. This is my own personal belief that I get from it. You know, I mean, it's a bold move. Fair play to him. He's confident. He's hungry. He's ready. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said to him, it won't be internal. It won't be like a thing of, yo, I'm hating on him. Like, I'm hating on Xerxes when he comes into the football club. Like, no, there's going to be internal competition. But don't get me wrong. It's the fact that, for me, you know, he's thinking, right, you might be the new kid on the block, but you know what? What is that there, man? I'm just seeing some mad little bird just staring at me there. Flipping hell, that was crazy. But anyway, going back to this to situation there, I think he'll be like, you know what? You're the new kid on the block, right? Well, listen, I've been here first. I scored 16 goals, whether you like it or not, people. He did score 16 goals in the end, and yes, a couple of them were, you know what I mean. In January, he scored what, 7 in a row. At the start, he scored 5 in the Champions League. He didn't really score until, what, December in the Premier League. I think it was against Aston Villa. So there are some situations there where I'm like, yo, yeah, Rasmus, you got to do a little bit better. But end of the day, right, you know, football in terms of this prestigious number, this ain't here anymore, guys. Whether you like it or not, this idea of, you know, you're going to get this established number 9 coming through the door, you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're actually not, guys. And unfortunately, We have to, kind of understand the times we are in right now. You're gonna get these under potential. There was situations of Garnacho maybe taking number 7 shirt, you know what I mean, and whatnot. And I looked at him and I was like, whoa, 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 chill, chill, because that's like giving it too soon when you're not deserved it yet. But at the same time, they are gonna get it, whether we like it or not. Garnacho will be offered the number 7 shirt maybe the next year or so. It may not be now, but it may be next year. And that is just the reality right now. I just look at shirt numbers, I'm like, who cares, man? Who really cares? How are you performing? How are you playing? You know what I mean? Are you playing week in, week out to your full potential? That's what I'm more bothered about. Is Rasmus Hojlund's overall game going to get better next season? That's what I'm more concerned about. Not some number on the back of his back. Yeah, it represents you, and yeah, it kind of defines a lot of what people think about you, etc., etc. But you know what? End of the day, Rasmus Hojlund will be judged by what he scores and what he does on the football pitch rather than what's his number in his back. Let's be totally honest with you, man. Do you know what I mean? He could have 55, mate, and do you know what I mean? If he don't score goals and he don't do nothing, like, you know what I'm saying to you guys, like, in terms of like numbers and whatnot, I think for me, I've just gone past that, man. Especially at my United, especially when I know there's a new recruitment going on. You know, I do believe maybe that number was given out, and Joshua Xerxes was probably said, you know what, you can have it because you've been here the longest. I've been here, obviously, just come now, so it does make sense of why he's giving it. But I feel like for me, there is a lot of pressure on Rasmus Hojlund next season. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even for me, I'm looking at him. I'm like, you need to do well, mate, because there's a lot of people who are like, yo, are you worthy enough to be playing for Man United first of all? You know what I mean? Let alone being United's number 9 and being the guy that's meant to be leading the line. Are you worthy enough to be a Man United player? That's the questions people are asking. Because, I feel like a lot of people now, when they talk about potential, it's like people don't want potential anymore. People want to be ready made. People are saying young 21 isn't young anymore. Back in the day, I mean, I hate to go back in the day, but 21 was young. You know what I mean? Now it's 21. You need to be established. You need to be the next Neymar. You need to be the next Mbappe. That's what 21 is now, man. You know what I mean? And you got to be it. When you see the likes of these freaks, and listen, they're football freaks at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Lamine Yamal and these guys who are just insane, man, at their age, generational. Let's be honest. Mbappe, what, 16, 17, generational. These guys come in effortless. Lenny Euro, listen, I hate to say it, but you know what I mean? This guy, is he 18 or is he in his prime? Because he's just playing with a swagger and an intensity that I've never really seen in a young kid before, man. So, there's different stages of, like, for me, when I look at age, right, and I'm like, some people have the maturity, some people don't. Some people might develop a bit later, some people know. Like, you know what I mean? Like Jesse Lingard, we're still calling him a young sensation, you know what I mean? Let's be honest, bro. How long do we keep saying about Jesse Lingard? Oh, look at Marcus Rashford, 26 years old, but still people are like, you know what? He's still young, he's still this, he's still that. Like, people say that, whether you like it or not. That's what people say about Marcus Rashford. He's still young. McTominay, 27, is still young. Like, what is regarded as young anymore? You know what I mean? Is it when it suits people's needs? Is it when it suits people's agendas? Do you know what I mean? That's just the way I kind of look at it for me. I'm like, give the kid a chance. It's going to be a big season for Rasmus Hojlund. Don't get me wrong. I am going to put a lot of pressure on him, only because I want him to do well, and only because I believe he needs that pressure as well. Because football is a pressure game, man. Like, if there's no pressure in football, then we might as well just sod everything in it. You feel me? Like, let's be honest, man. Like, football is about pressure. Football is about making sure that we want the best out of everyone else. You know what I mean? And that's what I believe Rasmus Hojlund needs, man. And Joshua Xerxes, there'll be that internal competition, like I said to you, right there. Both of them coming in together and doing it together. I think that'll be amazing. So I just hope, like, we can give him a chance. Listen, people might have made their minds up. I get it. You know what I mean? Rasmus Hojlund, people have made their minds up. But we just got to give him time. One more year. Let him develop. Let him see what his profile is and whatnot. And do you know what I mean? Just give the kid a chance, man. That's all I would say, people. And you know what I mean? It's going to be a long season. We're going to need both strikers in the team. We're going to need both players playing, you know what I mean, and whatnot. So, bro, like, this is a long season, guys. Europa League, Premier League, there's a lot to work on. So I just hope that patience is given at least this year. Because they always say it takes around 18 months for a striker to really, really kind of, feel comfortable and be kind of almost matured into his role. So let's see if he can do that. But who knows, eh? Who knows? But listen, that's my 2 pence. Big up to everyone who's been locked in and enjoying the vlogs and the vibes in LA, man. It's been good, man. We're literally, nearly halfway there in terms of our stay here. And yeah, I'm loving every single bit of it, man. So I appreciate you lot, man, for tuning in, supporting. And I'll see you on the next one. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Peace.